up, world? Welcome back to my channel. I am Vivia, and this is episode 12 of my vlog. Thank you for tuning in. On this episode, I'll be talking about sea moss. Yes, sea moss. Now, if you were watching the last 3 episodes, I took us back into time just a little bit to my trip to Usha Village, which was created by Dr. Sebi and is in La Ceiba, Honduras. Ooh, everybody should go at least once, honey. It was just purely dynamic, eye-opening, and life-changing. And a lot of things stuck with me. There were a few things that I made sure that I continued after I left the village. Sea moss is basically 92 to 98 minerals of the 102 minerals that the body needs. And what I can tell you for sure is that since I've been working and using sea moss rather, I have noticed that over the last year or so, I have not had a cold. Thank you, Jesus. I think I might have got sick like once, but it lasted for like a day, and that was it. So I don't really get sick. It's a blessing. And I can literally feel the difference when I don't take it. And I have come to learn that it's a vital part for me to have in my life. No matter where I go, there's a possibility for me to figure out how to get sea moss some way, some shape, some form. And so I'm going to show you guys how I make it and what I use it for. Let's get into it. This is the sea moss that I use. This is what it looks like. This is the sea moss that I was able to get physically here in LA. That's something that I was able to get right away when I needed it right away, and I just bought up a bunch of it, so I'm still using it. Allegedly, reportedly, there's a difference between the sea mosses. You have to, allegedly the darker the better. I'm not 100% sure about that. And in some cases it can be called Irish moss, supposedly because it grows near Ireland, but it really grows by the Caribbean, and a lot of other places too. So a lot of people get it from the Caribbean. I'm going to also post the link to the sea moss that I like to buy off of Amazon. So it won't be this one, it'll be a different one. And then you can go and get that sea moss, or I'm going to also provide a couple of other links to people who already have sea moss prepared that you can buy and have shipped to you if you don't want to go through this process. Okay, so I open it up. Sea moss is essentially seaweed. I open it up, I open up the package, I rinse it off to get all the like sand or grit or what have you out, and take off any pieces that I'm like, I don't know about that, like whatever this is right here. After I rinse it and clean it out, I get a container and I soak it in spring or alkaline water. This is the container I put it in, and when you soak it, it expands like this. Okay, and really just a little bit can go a long way, but I like to just do it all at once. Like I'll probably cut this off. It might be okay, but I don't know, I don't be taking no chances. I really could just use like a little bit of this and blend it, but I like to make a bunch of things at once with it. It just makes it a little easier for me. But this is what it looks like once it's been soaking. You can soak it overnight. I have actually been soaking this a little longer than one night, which I think is okay as well. I don't really know the protocol on that, but I just have it soaked so it's ready to go. I don't soak it too far in advance. Okay, once I soak it, then I'm going to put it in the blender and blend it up. Okay, so I took the sea moss out of what it was soaking in. This is what it looks like. I do not use this same liquid to blend it in. I don't recommend it. It just doesn't seem like that's the move, because everything that kind of fell off the sea moss is in there. I put it in here. I rinsed it off again one more time. I put it in here and I add some alkaline water. I might have put a little too much sea moss. I'm gonna keep it 100. But what I tend to do is I blend it and then I'll remove some of it to use as a mask or for my skin, and then I'll add more water and make it a little thinner to use for smoothies. I also put a little bit of Himalayan pink salt. I feel like in my head that helps preserve it, and Himalayan pink salt also has more minerals that I can add to it. All right, let's blend it up. Okay, so I let that go maybe like honestly 6 minutes, because I like to make sure that there's no bits or pieces left, and you can see it looks like it's pretty thick, honestly. So I definitely put too much, because even though you have to keep in mind this is gonna settle and this is going to gel in the refrigerator. So basically what I'm about to do, I'm gonna empty half of it into this container, and then I'm gonna add some more water and blend again. Then I'll flip-flop it and do it with the other half. Yeah, I really put like way too much because it filled up the whole mason jar and I still have this much. But I'm gonna add some water to this to thin it out, just a little bit, because I still want some for my mask. And I'm gonna put some in here to use on my face as a mask, and I might try it out every day. I'm gonna see how I feel, what I feel led to do. I do good ingesting it or putting it in food and stuff, but I don't put it on my skin, which a lot of people do to help with skin issues, and I'm gonna do that. Okay, this is much better. Let me pour it in here so you can see. It's still kind of thick, but it's not as thick as it was. Don't put as many pieces of sea moss in the blender as I did. That was a bad example. But look at still how much I have. Oh my gosh. And this is pretty much it. What I'm gonna do from here on, I'm gonna put like about up to here and make some smoothies. Usually I can get 2 to 3 smoothies out of one container in here. I also, when I'm cooking things, I put spoonfuls of this in it. Really cannot taste it like at all. And if you feel like, you know, this looks too thick, especially when you put it in the refrigerator, if it gets way too hard where you feel like you can't use it, just go back and add some more water and blend it up some more and thin it out. That's it. Is that little pack of sea moss cost me like $5. If that. No. Yeah, $4. You can even see like the more you thin it out, the lighter it gets. It's like a difference in the color, really. What I'm about to do right now too is I haven't made my lemon ginger tea, which I haven't had time to, so I'm just going to do some hot lemon water. Spoonful of this, probably a couple of spoonfuls, because I haven't had it in a couple of days, and some cinnamon, cayenne, and Himalayan pink salt. That's going to be my tea for the morning. You can look up, they make sea moss shakes that are really good. But yeah, there's so much you can do with it. It's really no limit, and like I said, you can barely taste it when you put it in other foods. Really, it does smell like the ocean, but it comes from the ocean, and that's the source of life. And I love water, so I feel led to it, and it really works amazing wonders for me. And that, my darlings, is sea moss. Hey! For whatever reason, this is the one thing that stuck with me that I'm like, I know no matter what, this needs to be a part of my lifestyle some way, some shape, some form. And I've gotten to the place now where I can pretty much put it in anything and not even really notice it's there pretty much. And I can really feel the difference, you guys, kid you not. I've provided some links below to a few other recipes that I really enjoy that people talk about how they use sea moss, as well as a link to where you can buy it on Amazon. And that way you can be able to make your own sea moss at home. You can at least give it a shot. You might like it. And if you like it, keep giving it a shot, honey. You know, just add it in from time to time and a few different things. Continue to connect with me right here. You can comment below. Let me know if you use sea moss, how you use it, what you like about it. If you don't like it, keep it 100 with me. You can also connect with me on Instagram at Queen Vivia, as well as on Facebook and Twitter. I look forward to hearing from you and connecting with you. Be sure to subscribe so you can stay connected with me and hear when I get some new videos. Click the little bell. It'll let you know when I post. And if you feel led to, share this video as well. Thank you guys for your time. God bless, and I'll see you next time. Smooches. Or should I say sea moss smooches? That's a little weird. God bless.